welcome to a new reading vlog slash vacation vlog. We haven't really taken a vacation since my oldest daughter was very small, and so I'm very excited for this trip. We are at St. George Island in Florida. I'm just so happy to be here. If you hear voices and footsteps, it just is what it is. We're here with my family unit and then my sisters and my mom and her husband, so we got a lot going on. But I haven't decided what I am reading. I've been kind of reading a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but once I decide on like fully what I am going to be reading, I'll let you know. I hope you enjoy a little sights and sounds of the beach. Me and my sister are about to go into town, I think, and get a little bit of coffee and maybe stop in a few of the little shops. It's Labor Day, so it might be a little bit busy, but it'll be fun. Let's go.
Soft, turn the key and cooler on. Push the pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through today. I've got better things to do, okay, to leave a little bit undone and be the cat in the sun. Set aside every empty spreadsheet line and loosen up on the grind. Simmer down, settle back and mess around. Be the cat in the sun. I will see the whole deal through today. I've got better things to do, okay, to leave a little bit undone. Be the cat in the sun. Be the cat in the sun.
But I wanted to get a clip of me in front of our ocean view. It's been so fun to be here. It's just gorgeous, and this is like an enclosed porch so that my children don't try to escape, you know? And I wanted to give you an update on The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. This author has another mystery novel that has interested me so much. I can't remember what it's called, but a few years ago it came out and people had said similar things to that one as they said about this one, that it's a little bit slower paced, but the mystery is really, really good. I'm really, really liking it. I got to page 80. I've been reading really, really slowly. This book is pretty long, but I'm enjoying it. You know from the synopsis that a young girl goes missing from the summer camp. The twist on it is that the girl is the daughter of the owners of the camp. Also that her brother went missing in a similar way a few years before that, maybe like 15 years before that or something like that. So we're getting the perspective of the mom of the girl, the bunkmate of the girl, and the camp counselor. I think that's it. It could be more. But at first, that was a little jarring. There's just a lot of perspectives that we're following. And so once I get to knowing like who is who, I think it'll be fine. But just to be aware of that. I'm really loving her prose. It's beautiful. There's some lines in there that are like, whoa, like that is beautiful. I haven't read very much. I've just been kind of chilling. I also have 2 small girls, so not reading very much. But I am proud of myself for making it to page 80. I feel like that is a big deal for me. I'm also a slow reader, so I love the ocean. So I'm so happy to be here. It's like my happy place. Page 259, about halfway, maybe a little bit over halfway through The God of the Woods. I am loving this. I think it's so interesting. It is slow paced. That's one thing that I've heard about this book, is that it's slow paced. And I would say yes, but there's never been one moment when I felt bored or like not interested in the characters and the plot. Everything I've been super duper interested in, figuring out how all these people are going to be connected. There are a bunch of different timelines, or like not timelines, but different people's perspective in different times. But as you can see on here, it's like giving you all the different times. So visually that's really helpful for me to be like, okay, this is where we are in the story. This is like what's going on. Something I'm loving is there's basically 2 mysteries happening at one time, because as I told you, Barbara, the young girl, she's like 13. She's the daughter of the camp owners, and she's the one that goes missing during this book. But also, you know that her older brother went missing about 12 or 13 years before she did. And she actually never knew her older brother. We're not getting the perspective of Barbara or the brother, but we are getting their mom. Alice is her name. Her perspective is super interesting. Hard to read because she is going through so much grief, and honestly, substance abuse is a part of her story. But also it's like such a picture of how a child's going missing or a child's death would really, really affect you, you know? She's just a very interesting character to me, and it's very interesting too to see her, like the kind of woman that she is. Also, I think kind of a product of her era. She's very much that quiet woman of the 1950s and 60s, and letting the men kind of lord over her, even though she has different opinions and different thoughts. I'm just loving all of the perspectives that we're getting. There's not one that I'm like, ugh, like, can we get on with it? There's just, it's so intriguing, and I'm so intrigued on like what is happening. There is like the overarching mystery, but you're also getting family tea and the surrounding people of this family's tea, like the tea of the people in the camp, all the things, and they're interconnected, and I am just really loving it. Okay? Another thing that I love that the author does is a lot of times when she ends one of the perspectives, which by the way, they're short chapters, which I also love, but at the very end of the perspective, she'll like kind of leave this intriguing last sentence or like this breadcrumb of what's going on or what does someone know, or, you know, it feels very intriguing and it keeps you reading. So yeah, this book is a chunk. And I honestly was so scared to read it because of that. But I love Liz Moore's writing style. Her prose is beautiful, but also not too poetic. It's just, it is pretty easy to read, but there are some banger quotes in this book, and I am loving it. Super intrigued to see what happens in the end. Right now, it is sitting at a 5-star because I feel like if I'm not reading it, I feel like I want to read it, you know, to figure out what's going on. If you like mysteries, I think you will like this book. Oh, I figured out the pink. Figured that out. Because I was like, what is that? I love it, but also what is it? I will say for content's sake, like I mentioned, there is substance abuse. There is physical abuse that has taken place within like a romantic relationship, and just undertones of that. It's never put in a good light or anything like that, but I just wanted to let you know. Also, misogynistic men. It was the 60s, 50s, and 70s. So times have changed, and I'm really thankful for that. But, you know, some of the societal expectations of women are very prevalent in this book, and just men too. Powerful men as far as like businessmen, and the way that they operate, the way that they want to control and lord over women. I literally just had my book in my hand and I moved it somewhere, and I don't know where it is now, but I did finish The God of the Woods. I loved this book. I think more than anything, just the reading experience was just so good for me. I loved the pace of the story. It kept me very intrigued the whole time, I will say. This book does have heavier themes throughout it, but honestly, there was a really good resolution, and a lot of these characters just made me really mad in regards to their actions and how they operated in their lives. Just the selfishness of a lot of these characters made me feel a lot of feelings. One character in particular just, I don't know, made me really, really upset. I have to sit down. A lot of the characters did really upset me, but a lot of them brought hope to the situation. I feel like it's a 5-star. Like, that's what this book feels like to me, so I'm rating it 5 stars. Like I said, there are content warnings, so definitely if those things, you know, really affect you, just be mindful of that. I loved Liz Moore's writing style. I am so interested in her other work now. The same things were said about her like newest, other than this one, but her newest one, Long Bright River. They were like, lots of people said that it was slow, it was just really slow paced, but honestly I'm like, maybe it's her writing style that I love so much that keeps me so intrigued. So I'm really interested in picking that one up. The resolution of it all, it's sad. It is very sad. This book is a sad book. It makes you feel a lot of things, but also it's pretty hopeful. And I can't say anything other than that, because anything else would be spoilers, but highly recommend. Yeah, I think if you like sadder toned mysteries, this could be for you. Very much literary mystery. Maybe this is my cup of tea. You know, if you know of any other books like this, like if you've read this one and have any other recommendations, let your girl know. I think that's all I have to say. I am so thankful that you watched to the end and that you're here. I just really want to say I'm so thankful that you're here. If you've read any good books lately, let me know down below in the comments. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button so that you can see when I post. And until next time, my friends, I'll see you in my next bookish video. Bye!